Hey guys, so I'm just going to quickly show you how to set up your Illustrator file for this assignment. First, what you want to do is go ahead and open Illustrator, create new, and the parameters for this assignment is that your document should either be a 17 by 11 or it should be 16 by 16 square. So mine is set to 17 by 11 over here. I have a bleed of 0.125, but it's not totally necessary for this assignment, so I'm just going to go ahead and make that 0. Make sure that the artboards, you just have one, and then go ahead and click on create. Now you have your artboard set up right over here. You'll notice that the Illustrator interface looks kind of similar to InDesign, but maybe less, there's a little bit less going on. Alright, so first, once you're in here, you want to go up to File, Open, and then open your image. This is just an image I found online, not my own. And you'll notice that the image will open in another page. So just go ahead and click on it, copy by doing Command C, or you can go up to Edit and Copy. And then go back to your document and hit Command V or Edit Paste. And now you'll have your image in your file. So you'll notice here that your image is quite large, probably. I'm assuming if you take your picture on your phone or a camera, typically it's going to be quite large. So you want to resize it so that it fits nicely in your 17 by 11 or 16 by 16. This image is taken, it's just a square image, but I'm going to try my best to kind of fit it into this rectangle. And you want to hold down Shift, and you can pick any of these corners or these side anchors and just press down Shift, click, and then drag it down so that it resizes to scale. So you want to make sure that it is nicely centered on your document like such. And I'm just going to make it a little bit larger so that I don't have these white borders on either side, like such. Alright, now that you have your image on top of your artboard, you want to go up to Window and then Layers. Once you have your layers panel open, go ahead and lock the layer that your image is on and then create a new layer. This is going to be the layer that you do your tracing on. Once you have your first layer locked, you will not be able to move your image, and therefore you'll be able to trace over your image without it moving around. So stay in your second layer. You can go ahead and click on your pen tool. I suggest that you keep your fill, which is this one right here, set to none by clicking on this red slash, and then make your stroke, which is this one over here, a color that's different from your object and also different from your background. So I'm going to go ahead and pick like this sort of brighter blue kind of color. You can also just double click on this and pick a color. Go ahead and click OK, and then now you can start tracing your image like such. I'm just going to do this one little pumpkin seed. Not doing a very good job, but it's just for the demo. Alright, so say that you've done a few tracings and you kind of want to see how it's looking. You could do a couple things. One is that you can just close this bottom layer here and see how it's looking, and that's the whole purpose of having these two things on two separate layers. All right, and then the other thing is that you can also switch the fill, or you can make the fill a color also, so that you can see how it's looking when it's filled in. And that is how you set up your file. When you are saving your files, you want to make sure that you have your image saved separately from your tracing. So when you're say that you want to save your whole image without your tracing, what you can do is make sure this layer is locked and then delete anything that's on this page. Go up to File, Save As, and you could say Image, and go to Save as PDF. Click Save. Make sure your marks are turned off for this. Save PDF. And then for your tracing, I'm just going to undo it and then just do the opposite. So make sure that your tracing layer is locked and your image layer is unlocked, so that you could just delete your image and then go to File, Save As, name it Tracing, save it as a PDF, save PDF. And now when you go to your image, you'll see it pop up like this, and then your tracing pop up like this. Obviously, I did not trace the whole thing, but you can see that, if they're the same size, then they should be lining up exactly where it should be. And that is how you do it, and good luck.